I'm Wayne Hancock. It's my pleasure to be here on this Monday.
Seems I haven't heard a good song about getting on two wheels in quite a long time, and I myself have never had attempted to write one before. And all I did was just tell it like it was and just made it rhyme, you know. And the song itself was only a 2-take or 3-take song. We normally do 5 takes of each song and then take the best song from all those tracks, right? And Ride was, I think, a 2 or 3 take song, and that was it, you know. It's just effortless.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride, Lord, I'm gonna ride. Yeah, I'm gonna ride.
I bought well, first I bought a 76 Sportster and rode that for a bit. Then I got myself an 06 Dyna Super Glide and threw away all my meds and quit going to see the shrink. And things have been just pretty damn good ever since, you know. And getting out there and, you know, zipping along at 85 miles an hour, you know, in between cars. And I can't be drunk on my motorcycle. I tried that. No, I'm just kidding. But, you know, I'm sure law enforcement's going to love that one, but that's okay.
And just a few seconds more, really, really even up the score. The shotgun boogie and it echoed all over town. And let me tell you something, that's how it's always you go down.
Yeah, we don't know where it's at this week, but yeah, I heard it's cruised its way into the top 10, so.
Well, how does that make you feel?
Well, it makes me feel like I'm doing something right, you know. I mean, I'm pretty happy the way things are going, so, you know. Because there's days out where, there's a lot of times out here where maybe I feel like giving up sometimes, you know. Sometimes I feel like maybe folks ain't getting it, you know. And then but every time I do an album, you know, it just makes everything all brand new. Like the novelty never goes out of playing for me, pretty much. It's kind of like being in heaven.
She's got sugar kids with their candy sweet. She makes my driving blues retreat when I'm home with my baby. When I'm home with my baby. When I'm home with my baby. Every night Saturday night.
Well, we get everybody, man. We get people in their 80s. We get people in their teens. Sometimes they'll stick into the shows, you know. We get heavy metal people, punk rock people. Man, I've even had hip-hop people show up at my shows before. And, you know, music's a wonderful thing. It spans all nationalities. You don't have to even speak a language if you can sing a good song. People can relate to it. Even if they can't understand what you're talking about, either the music will talk to their soul, you know.
I'm gonna take my baby into the town. I'm gonna love the Puerto Rican around when I'm home with my baby. When I'm home with my baby. When I'm home with my baby every night of Saturday night. Well, I love my baby, she's the best.
Falling in love with beautiful women and having your heart broken, you can use that to your advantage, especially in songwriting, because when you go back to a place and remember how bad it felt, and then take that message and turn it into a message of hope. Like, in other words, hey man, I know things are really bad right now, and maybe it looks like it's hopeless, but you know, man, you know, things are gonna get better, because they always do. You know?
Well, I sure do miss my baby, since she left me all alone. No more she'll be here, never will I hold her close. Never more she'll be around, Lord, I got the blues low down.
I wish that my wife and I were still in love the way we were. but that's not going to happen. That has changed, you know. But at least with the motorcycle now, that's given me another option, and it's allowed me to sort of go back to being the guy that I used to be, you know. I would rather put out quality any day of the week, stuff with good quality riding in my heart and in my soul, than I would make $1 million. That's just the way it is, you know. And this may be as good as it ever gets, and I'm okay with that, you know.
How many people are lucky enough to be employed? See a show of hands. Everybody lucky enough to have a job out there. All right. You know, if there was a time when we would have said, take tomorrow off, we don't do that shit no more, man. I'm lucky I actually convince people to pay money to come see me sing. It's really good because it wasn't worth a shit and anything else. I've been fired off every job I've ever had except for this one.
If I was to win the lottery tomorrow, it would just totally make my life boring to me. There'd be no more challenges, you know. I want to be able to fit in that world very good anyway. And I want to know what to do with all those rich people around me, you know. Give me a few $100 a week and I can survive, you know. And most people that come to my shows, they're hard-working people. I try to play a show as long as the people out there work, because they work very hard for their money. So when they come to the shows, we try to give them what they pay for, you know.
Any old time you want to come back home, drive me a line. I'm going to see you're gone. Well, I had my chance. I played the game unfair. When you left me, sweetheart, you really let the load up here. Now that you're gone, I don't know what to do. Won't you please come back? 'Cause I'm still in love with you. You'll find me here like the day you left me alone. In your time, you wanna come back home.
To go home after being on tour for 3 weeks and then to go and sit and do nothing, it just makes me feel like I'm worthless, you know. When I get out on the bike, man, and I don't have a big fairing on my bike. It's just, you know, 20-inch ape hangers, me in the highway, you know, and you're zooming along, you're going that fast. You know that if you lay that bike over, I got a helmet, full-face helmet, but you know there's a very good potential that you're probably going to get killed out there. And there's just something about that release of all that adrenaline. So it kind of takes its place for what the music does for me here.
You'll find me here like the day you left me alone. In your time, you want to come back home.
Do whatever you love and do it with all your heart. And never play for the money, but always play for the people, you know. And I don't care if I'm playing for 500 or 5 people. I'll always give them the same show.
Good night, folks. Come over there if you want an autograph. Otherwise, we'll see you somewhere down the road. Peace. I'm Wayne Hancock. So long.